always on my grind. It's 24/7. I don't settle. I demand my.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Today, it all starts. The first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Ready? Let's go.
Now a give, right side. It's Harmon to the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
70 Lions.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harmon. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, it's Harmon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. And I think this is a run we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 60, at the 60.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harmon. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go. Here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Dart. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Viking 18. Viking 18.
To the air, Dart. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Throwing again is Dart. Touchdown, Jets. From 6 yards away. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Let's start the drive here with Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Stroud. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harmon. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
60 bicep, Ryan. Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Harmon. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Throwing his dart. And he is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. To throw his dart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Let's go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is Harris. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 2 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harmon. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 56 yards rushing for him in his first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Out of the gun, here's Dart. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Dart. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Here we go, Shaq. Cougar 19, go.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Dart going to look to throw here. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
Tony.
Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 Texas. Right, Tony. South.
Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Harris returning. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Being rational, giving what they asked for.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And Stroud now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go. Tony. Bucky. Hey, Uno Mars.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
18. Let's hit.
Now Stroud. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Number 10, Isaiah Pacheco. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now third down and very long. Here's Dart. Over the middle and next to Taylor, the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is taken at the 18. Hustles by at the 25. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the quick, right? 18.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
All right.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's another Texans first down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Here's second and 8. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jermaine Johnson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Stroud. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. To throw, Dart. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, it's Harmon. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll go. Here's Dart. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score on a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Cut 19. Tag. Packer 60. Packer Warriors 70. Let's go.
Throwing. Dart. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At the 24-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
19-18.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. They'll toss to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here comes second down.
Here we go. Stop. 19.
Now Stroud. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
33-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Hey, check that. Check it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll go with the keeper. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
The Jets, first down.
Coca 19.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go.